So we've moved city, we've moved from the concrete, busy, dusty, humid jungle in Guayaquil, and we're now here in Manta. And as you can see, I've transported a few of the planter boxes. Well, I've transported everything. I've just made smaller planter boxes. Still got a bit of soil left over, so there's the first little win. Look, shit's thriving here. We don't need to water every day, which is awesome. Papaya plant, one of the seedlings that we took, has shot up like there's no tomorrow. The watermelons are going hard this time around. We've already got some little flowers there. I need to build a little cage structure for that to go up. Carrots have gone nuts this time. So after about 2 months in Guayaquil, we weren't anywhere near half this amount of growth on the carrots now, so everything's just going so much harder. These little flowers have bounced back. These were some that we transported that were on death's door. These got ravaged by insects. One of these, probably this one, the slightly smaller one, was just down to just a stub, but we persevered with it, and it's blossomed again and started to shoot back up. So these two broccoli aren't going to be far. There's another little one tucked in there. These I'm starting to think are probably going to be cabbage now. So I wasn't sure if they were cabbage or broccoli, but with the little bulbs sort of forming on the inside now, I'm kind of assuming it's probably going to be cabbage. But yeah, things are just going so much harder. Lemon trees still a little bit hit and miss. We've got the coriander actually growing this time, so that's another win. Just the conditions are just so much better for everything here. Tomatoes have been one of our big wins. They have been so easy to plant, so easy to grow. They were doing fine in Guayaquil. They're probably doing better here. This has shot up in just a couple of weeks. I had 4 there. I thinned them out, so I've put 1 here. The basil is still going so hard. We have to harvest that all the time. I made some pesto pasta with that yesterday. I'm going to do a video on that. It'll probably be the next one actually. The onions and garlic are still kind of doing their thing, which is cool considering we've pulled them out of the ground in Guayaquil and transplanted them here. We've got spinach going now, which is a little bit of a slow burn, but I'm wondering if it's just because it doesn't see quite enough sun there. But the silverbeet is going off, so that's a new one we've started here, and to be fair, I don't think that's too far away from being able to harvest that either. These snapdragons, I weren't sure if these were snapdragons or not, but they've started to actually blossom and flower, so these have gone hard. Some of them are a little bit bent and crooked, and you know, maybe I haven't been supporting them the best, but that's a big win. The tomato plant though, this guy here got pretty beat up with the move, and we didn't really, because we were back and forwards between Guayaquil and Manta so much, so I couldn't actually prune any of these as often as I should have. But we had a little win. We plucked our first tomato the other day, a nice little red one there. But one of our little fails is I thought it would be real cool to video Sol breaking that off the plant, and so she did that, but I didn't think to actually hold this one and steady her, and as she's pulled it, that snapped. So I'm leaving it for now, but I'm not sure if that's kind of just fucked and these are going to struggle now. But there's some new growth coming through on this one, and we've got the new plant starting. So if this one doesn't really do too much and kind of just fades away, we've got some others on the back burn. The mint has come back to life, so put this in more sun now. That was haggard and brown and losing more than it was winning, so I trimmed it right back, and since doing that and putting it in more sun, these have really popped up, and just me touching it, moving that around now, smells so good. So I don't think we're too far away from mojitos. This guy here, our lemongrass, has gone hard as well. It's looking pretty mangy at the moment because I separated it all, because it was all kind of, I want to say conjoined, I don't even know if that's the word. It was all bunched up together, and the roots were starting to push up out of the ground. So doing a little bit of research said that you kind of just need to separate it and let them become all of their own plants. There is one of the local restaurants here that has been following my content and said that they would love some rosemary, some lemongrass. So I've separated all of these, and once I can get a couple of shoots nice and bushy again, I'm going to donate those to those guys so that they can have some fresh lemongrass on hand, because that's what this whole experiment is about, right? Growing food, building community, helping people. Lavender's still not really doing much, but it definitely smells like lavender, so that's cool. These guys have really bounced back, and I even picked one off the other day because Sol wanted to play with one, so I picked that off, and then when she was done playing, she came and put it back, which I thought was really cute. I don't think she understands that once you pick them off, they're more or less fucked. But yeah, definitely been some wins and some losses. So Some of the other losses is this guy here is still kind of, I mean, it's not dying, but it's just not really, it's got these little flowers popping up. They quite often drop off, so we'll see what happens with this one. But to be fair, that one was just in one of the pots in the house at Guayaquil that I'm assuming my mother-in-law grew at some point and then kind of just forgot about. So I've kind of just adopted that one and brought it back to life. But the chili's not really doing the best. Again, some leaves are starting to come back now. There's one little fruit there, but it looks like it's kind of drying up, and maybe I just need to pick that. Maybe I need to prune it a bit better. So if there's somebody watching who's got some ideas, definitely leave me some feedback. But yeah, there's been some wins. There's definitely been some wins. The coriander, it's a little bit floppy and all over the show now because I just watered it this morning. I'm assuming we can actually start using some of that. And this is another one that I'll probably donate because I just chucked a fuckload of seeds in there, not knowing how well they were going to go, and turns out they've gone really well. So we'll probably end up with a whole lot of those, and we can donate a few of those around the place as well. But yeah, definitely more wins than losses at the moment. Yeah, man, this is going to be cool to have some watermelon, some little flowers there. So apparently you'll get male and female flowers, so they should be a little bit more obvious which one's male and which one's female soon. But yeah, like I say, I'd like to have a big cage because I don't really want to have it crawling all over the ground, because this is a fun little usable space. Been doing some woodwork lately as well. Got some driftwood in the corner there. The same guy that wants the lemongrass for his restaurant has asked if I can build some driftwood furniture for him. So I want to play around with a few things first, because I haven't actually built anything with driftwood before. So before I actually start charging somebody for it, I want to have a little bit of a play. But we're just up in the air with a lot of things at the moment. My other little business project, Grizzly Functional Training, I'm rebranding that to just Grizzly. So that's kind of been a big project for me at the moment. Again, why I've been a little bit quiet on here, but now that we're getting back into a swing of things and we're finding more of a routine, I'm going to be able to do weekly updates here with little tips and tricks and whatnot that I've been coming across, and just some of our experiences. So yeah, stay tuned. Like I say, the next video is probably going to be showing you guys a little pesto pasta that we made with our fresh basil. So that's been nice to do something other than just a margarita pizza with that. And yeah, got the little tomato there as well. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. It's been a fun experience so far, and Sol is really starting to understand that food is coming from this. Like, she loves carrots at the moment, zanahoria, so she's so excited that we've got these growing here. And yeah, it's pretty bushy and fucking probably gonna start strangling each other soon, all these plants that are going on here. But I got pretty excited when I got here and just threw some fucking seeds in, thinking that it was going to be like Guayaquil and take a while, but fucking everything that we've put in the soil here is shot up really quick. So yeah, like I say, this is like more or less a month's growth, so it's pretty fucking cool. I'll go up and check what B-roll I've got, but hopefully I can do just a quick little side-by-side there for you, so you can see where it was when we first set it up to where it is now, more or less a month later. So yeah, this is Grow With Nothing, and this is what we've grown with nothing so far. Thanks for checking it out.